0 to 60, like we always say. Here's a quick picture of one of my favorite hunting areas up in the mountains. And I love hunting in this place, but the only problem is over the winter time, and maybe it's like this where you guys live, there are a ton of downfalls that just block the trails, and it can really be a hard go to get around all these things, especially if you're packing an elk or trying to get in early to get up on top of the mountain and do some glassing or whatever. So today I got my good buddy Jay and his wife Krista and their 4 boys, and we're gonna do some trail clearing. So hope you enjoy the video, and thanks for watching. Oh, is this the black mule? What? Eeyore. And then Andrew is on the donkey, right? All right, and then we got Jace over there on Jet. And our goal today is to go to the top of this mountain and clear all the logs and stuff that follow this winter. We'll see how it goes. So I guess I'll start off with our riders. This is Jay's wife, Krista. And you can see her little 4-year-old son in the back. I thought it was pretty cool that she was riding with her 4-year-old son at the top of this pretty good mountain with a 4-year-old. So they did awesome. And I also want to thank Krista. She did most of the videoing for this video. So most of the videos you see and pictures are from Krista. So thanks, Krista. All right, our next rider is Andrew. And Andrew is riding a mule, but it's a mule named Donkey. But anyway, we're glad to have Andrew along, and pretty good videos here of the boys all doing some hard work. Next up, we have the oldest of Jay and Krista's boys. This is Clark, and Clark is riding, as you probably picked up on the first video back a couple minutes, is Eeyore. And Clark, being the oldest, did a good job. Well, all the boys did a good job, but we're glad to have Clark along with us and on his mule Eeyore. Okay, next up is our next rider, and this is Jace. And Jace is 8 years old, and he is actually riding one of my mules. This is one of my newest mules. Her name is Jet, and I traded a 28 Nosler rifle for her to my good buddy Denny. And this is only the second time I've had her out, and she did a really good job, and so did Jace. We had a little issue with a little spook from a dog, and better than that, Jace and Jet did a great job. So thanks, Jace, for riding this mule for me. All right, now for our last rider. This is Jay. Jay is obviously the father and of all the boys and the husband of Krista. And Jay and I have known each other for several years. We've done some pack trips together. And also, I've done some gun work for Jay. And Jay's a phenomenal shooter. And built him a .284 Winchester. And he's really done a good job making loads and getting drop charts, and he's been really deadly with that rifle. So maybe we'll have some of those stories as we get closer on some of these videos that we produce for Ride High, Shoot Far. So there's Jay. Here we are making our way up the trail. It's pretty good so far, but as you get higher up on the mountain there, it starts to have more downfalls. We'll see how it goes. So here we are, we came to our first log. It's just a pretty simple log. I just jumped off really quick and got out my Fisker saw and took care of that. But here we are going back up the mountain again, and everyone's coming along pretty good. And this area you can see has been pretty burnt out, but as we get closer to the top, you're going to see more and more trees, which is a good thing, and also a lot more downfalls that have occurred. And in front there's my dog Amy. So and at this point, we're just kind of making our way up the mountain. There was a little spring there that we were glad to see had some running water in it. So here's a better video of kind of what we're encountering. Pretty nice thick aspens. You can see some logs on the sides. This area isn't too bad, but you can keep going. There's spots you really just can't get around the sides of any of these areas. So we're just glad to be up here and get some of these logs cut out and make it a nice trail whenever we go up or come down.
Andy?
Okay. We should get that axe in there first before we. Or it's pretty small, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, for Starbucks?
Okay, we'll be good for a while.
At this point, I'd really like to just give some kudos to these boys that we had up here. You know, they're pretty young boys, and this is kind of their day off, and they could be doing a lot other things besides working on these trails and clearing all these big logs out. And so I really enjoyed just kind of watching them work and seeing how they kind of handled situations. You know, using the saw, just being up here in the mountains and being on the mules with these boys was just awesome. And next time I'm glad to have my own kids along, but since they were out of town, I was more than happy to have this family be up here, and they did such a great job. And like I said, it was a lot of hard work, but I think, especially on the way down, I think these boys really appreciated looking around and seeing the progress they made.
Almost there.
Can you twist this?
Hang on.
Like twist it that way?
Top of that one.
Very nice. Oh, wow.
Alright, I'm gonna roll it that way.
Where are the sandwiches?
Come here, Jace. Jace, move.
Good job, Jace.
They're in their saddle packs.
We are almost to the very top of the mountain right here, and we are done. There's probably a couple more logs that need to be cut before we get to the very top, but we are done at this point. We have to sit down and have a little lunch.
Where'd you get sparkles from? Where did your dad take you to go eat? Or you got glitter all over you? What is going on right now? Alright, that's good. Okay, so that's Jet, that's Donkey. What's this mule's name then?
Rocky.
This is Rocky too?
Little Rock, Rocky.
No, that's mine's name.
I know, I heard you
That's
say
Rocky,
that.
Little Red. And then Red. Where's Eeyore?
Oh, he's hiding behind yours.
Oh, okay.
So this brings us to the end of our video. We're just going to make our way back down the trail and enjoy all of our nice clear cutting that we did. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If everything goes right, our next video will be on doing a little bit of shooting. So enjoy. Thanks for joining us.
think Bear's gonna shoot a big buck today?
Absolutely.
First shot?
I don't think he's ready though. Are you ready?
You ready, dude? Hey.